So here's a money application. You can choose a prize of either 20 grand in a car, or 1 penny on the first day, double that on the second day, and so on. On what day would you receive more than the value of the car? Well, that's pretty hard to believe, but let's take a look. So we're going to make the we're going to set up a T chart here. We're going to go day, and we're going to go value. Okay. So on day 1, I get 1 cent. On day 2, I now have 2 cents. On day 3, I get 4 cents. On day 4, I have 8 cents. On day 5, I have 16 cents. So, if I were to look at this and say, gee, this is 2 to the 0. This is 2 to the first. This is 2 squared. This is 2 to the third. And this is 2 to the fourth. You could actually figure out an equation, an exponential equation, where this 2 is actually your base. So if my initial amount is a penny, so I'm going to put that down as 1. Remember, I'm going to create a function that goes f of x equals a times b to the x. Okay? So this one is going to be f of x equals, my initial amount is a penny, and we're going to go 2. And if we're making x the number, let x equal number of days. So if this is x, well, to get 2 to the 0, if x is 1, I'm going to have to subtract 1. So our equation is going to be x minus 1. Right? So it should be that for any day then, if I go on day 5, if I evaluate the function at 5, then that's going to be equal to 1 times 2 to the 5 minus 1, which would be equal to 1 times 2 to the, that's supposed to be minus 1, not minus 4, which would be 2 to the 4th, which is 16, which is exactly what I have here. So there's my equation. F of x equals a penny times 2 to the x minus 1. Okay? So I need to figure out what day would I equal 20,000. So I'm going to replace the function value. So remember, this is my ending amount right here. So I'm going to go 20,000 equals 1 times 2 to the x minus 1. Oh, is it 20,000? No, it's not, because that's dollars. So to find out pennies, I have to take and multiply this by 100. So I'm going to add 2 more zeros to that. Let's see if I can do this sneakily. So I'm going to add, so I should have a total of 6 zeros. Right? If I add 2 more zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3. So 2 million pennies is what $20,000 is. So if I divide both sides of the equation by 1, I still get 2 million. Is equal to 2 to the x minus 1. All right. So this is where I would probably take the log of both sides. Let's go over here. So I would take the log of 2 million. is equal to log of 2 to the x minus 1. And then I would bring the x minus 1 up in front. So I have x minus 1 times log 2. That's still equal to log 2 million. And then to find x minus 1, divide both sides of the equation by log 2. So now I have x minus 1 is equal to log 2 million divided by log 2. And then I simply add 1 to both sides of the equation. So my final would be x equals log 2 million divided by log 2 plus 1. And then all I got to do is take my handy dandy calculator right here, and I go, turn it on, clear it out, and I go log 2 million 56 divided by log 2 and I add 1. So, oh, what was that? Boy, that went fast. 21.93. So 21.93 is equal to x. So on the 22nd day, I would have more than $20,000.